Young Earth people, welcome to your cave year. I am Jacqueline Maloney, and I'm a professional healer and spiritual guide in Hingham, Massachusetts. And this is the 8th year of the cycle. It's Young Earth, and it is the cave year in the 9 star key system. So, as a Young Earth person going into a Young Earth year, a lot of things are going to be like it's things that are in your typical day are going to be highlighted throughout the course of this year. So, hopefully, this will give you a nice little framework so that you know what you're dealing with and how to kind of manage your own energy and what to look out for throughout the course of this year. So, one of the things that Young Earth is awesome for, I should I say the main thing that they're awesome for, is they do deep transformational work. A Young Earth person always can push through incredible amounts of um, adversity. That's the word I'm looking for, adversity. And they just take on challenges, and the answer to everything is to work harder. And the energy of this year is pretty similar to that. It is a transformational year. It's a time of like going deep within and figuring out what's not working and not making any major changes yet, but preparing yourself to make those changes come next year. So this is a lot of like it's time to go inward, to retreat a little bit. Um, the past couple of years have been more about joy and really coming into your power and refining your message, refining your business, refining your life. And this is like, okay, well, what actually is not serving me anymore? That's the whole energy of the year. And we're not letting it go yet, but we are preparing ourselves to do that. So, stillness, retreat, a lot of alone time, and embrace all of the challenges and obstacles that come up as opportunities for growth, which is something you're phenomenal at, anyways. But just keep that in the back of your mind because there'll probably be a lot more challenges and obstacles than usual. And it's a great time for studying or teaching or like taking a class. So, Earth loves to collect things, but young Earth specifically loves to collect knowledge. And this year is no different. So, whether it's curling up with a book and studying something, organizing a class, anytime you have Earth energy, you can really command community space and group space, or taking classes for yourself. Um, it's a great time to learn things and just be a really good student. And in addition to that, comfort food and self care are going to be at the top of your list. So please don't even think about dieting this year. It's not going to work. Everybody needs like tea and a snack to curl up with a book, or some kind of beverage and snack, right? So like embrace that, and put self care at the top of the list. What do you need to give yourself? What do you need in order to face all of the obstacles and challenges that are coming your way? So because the energy of this year is figuring out what's not working, sometimes you can have a lot of opportunity for that in the way of injury or physical illness, similar to a water year. So put your needs at the top of the list to make sure that you can stay physically, mentally, emotionally well as you handle all of the other obstacles and opportunities for growth that come up. Um, it's also a really great time to write a book. So if you've ever wanted to write a book, like this is it. This is it. This is your time. Go into the cave and write that book. And I already mentioned community, any type of community building things are great. So group programs, group classes, if you have any type of project that you're working on, the theme of people will really help. And things to watch out for in this year, there's always a theme of miscommunication in a cave year. So, like, double and triple check anything in writing, whether it's appointments, whether it's contracts. It's just, this is what happens in a young earth year. So, just be mindful of that. And also watch out for any tendencies of like rebellion or belligerence, wanting to like fight with people. So young earth can be really scrappy. They like to fight for the underdog. They like to fight for what's right. Fairness is always really, really important. And they have no trouble speaking up about that. And because you're in the energy of the year as well, that's going to be heightened. And your tendency to be like, no, but that's not okay, is going to be even more so. So just watch yourself for, don't invite arguments into your life. Walk away from them. It's not worth it for the most part. And this isn't the year for making any big changes. So no big shifts, no big changes yet. This is more going in and like making a list of what needs to shift. And then you can throw it all into the bonfire next year. But it's not the time to do that yet. And don't avoid what's coming up. This is where you'll have even more opportunities to look at things. If you avoid what needs to be looked at, it will come at you front and center, usually in the form of some kind of obstacle or challenge. So don't avoid things and don't push this year. So really allow yourself to relax, to take the time to take care of yourself, to just figure out what needs to be done next. Young Earth's answer to everything is if I work harder, it'll get better. And that's not the case this year. So just remember not to push. And I already said this, but it's worth saying again. Don't try to diet or deprive yourself. You need that comfort food this year in order to get you through the earth energy. So if you'd like an even more in-depth play-by-play, we can do an annual forecast. We could do an in-depth reading for you. I'd be happy to do a private session. You can find out all the information on jacquelinemaloney.com/blueprint. And if you like this video, please leave a comment or like it or share it and subscribe. Good luck with your cave year. Would love to hear how it's going for you. And we'll see you next time.